Hi everyone, my name is Nur Husna Shahira. So today I am going to present and talk about the performance appraisal form in details, or the other word is an annual performance assessment form. So here, as you can see, this form is belong to Muhammad Ali bin Rostam. I will give his annual performance assessment form for example and for today's presentation. As you can see, at the top part of the assessment form, we can see the employee particular details such as name, Muhammad Ali bin Rostam, his position, customer contact center associate, his immediate supervisor, Mr. Rajagopal, his employee ID 20190707, department, support team, and last but not least, the assessment period for year 2022. And here we can see the key result area and assessment criteria on left, while in the middle is the weightage of 100%, and on the right part is the demonstrated result, which is the assessment rating. We have exceeded expectation for green color, meaning it is consistently exceeds performance standards. Blue color successfully meet expectation, which means it meet and often exceeds performance standards. For yellow color is partially meets expectations, meaning it meet but often falls short of performance standards. Last but not least, the red color one did not meet expectation, meaning it does not meet and significant improvement is needed. Okay, so under the assessment criteria, we have job knowledge. So under this job knowledge, we have 4 things to evaluate. Ability to execute assigned tasks successfully, demonstrates strong knowledge of the job, task or product, able to guide others on the job, last but not least, ability to solve problem proactively. So the weightage under job knowledge is 30%. And as you can see here, his supervisor rated his ability to execute assigned tasks successfully, demonstrate strong knowledge of the job, task, product, and ability to solve problem proactively under exceeded expectations, while for able to guide others on the job falls under partially meet expectations. Next, we are moving to quality of work. Under quality of work, we will evaluate on consistently produce high quality of work or output, meticulous and detailed in accomplishing the task, able to identify potential issues early, last but not least, able to identify area for improvement proactively. And the weightage under quality of work is 25%. For this assessment, his supervisor rated for consistently produce high quality work or output under successfully meet expectations, while for the rest 3, meticulous and detailed in accomplishing the task, able to identify potential issues early, and last but not least, able to identify areas for improvement proactively under exceeded expectations. Next is assessment on behavior and attitude. Under behavior and attitude, we are going to evaluate able to work as a team and act to team strength. Next, transparent and high work ethics in discharging work. Next, takes initiatives and strive for excellence. Last but not least, conscious on cost and profitability. And the weightage is 25%. So, for this assessment, under able to work as a team and adds to team strength, and also transparent and high work ethics in discharging work rated under exceeded expectations, while for takes initiatives and strive for excellence and conscious on cost and profitability was rated under successfully meet expectation. Last but not least is criteria for others. Under others, there is ensures safety matters including COVID-19 measures are adhered and implemented, role model to other employees, makes effort to self-improve, last but not least, takes calculated risks and implement countermeasure to achieve goals. Weightage is 20%, and for others was rated under successfully meet expectations. And the total score for all criteria is 3.47, which means the assessment scoring falls under successfully meet expectation at range 3.00 to 3.49.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and have a good day. My name is Yawan Husaitu Rakiin. So today I'm going to presenting the next part of the performance assessment, which is this contain of 3 parts, which is the first one is the areas for improvement. So you can see here the example of this performance assessment is we take from the employee from Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali is a customer service, we know. So at the part of area for improvement, he said that he has put with a lot of customer on the phone and became quite good at it. So however, might be a few other people on his team were responsible for most of the emailing when it came to customer service. So he's a bit rusty in that area. So he think that email communication is really vital in customer service because one or two or more wrong words can lead to the message being interpreted incorrectly. So he's been working on reviewing and brushing up on some of the best method for making sure customer are satisfied with email communication. Okay, so the second one is training that required or development measure. As we can see here, Ali has filled out that training that he's required as a customer service, which is the first one is communication skill to enhance and develop his confidence, and then the second one is the leadership skill to train him to be a team leader. Okay, so for the third is the employee comments and feedbacks. So we can see here overall at Ali are really satisfied and happy with his job scopes now, and he's looking forward to accept new tasks and challenges for him to expand his career and achieve his goal to be a senior executive in 2 years time. Okay, so his colleague had played a green teamwork as a team in helping him whenever him have facing challenges in delivering his tasks. Okay, so for the next one, this column is performance improvement plan, which is this filled out by the employer. So which is we can see here Ali's employer filled out that Ali are not required to has this plan as maybe because of his work performance then satisfied. So this one is communication dates, and this the remarks that filled up by the employer. Okay, so last but not least, this one is the employee signature and this signed by employee, which is signed by Ali, and name of employee and this date. And then this one is superior signs, name of superior and the date also. And this one is the signed by head of department, name of HOD, and then the came up with the date also. So the last one, this part is filled out by the human resources. which is when this performance assessment form are received by the human resources of the admin. It will fill at this is on went and remarks by the HR or admin, and then it is received by whom. Okay, so I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Hishamuddin bin Osmin. So today I'll be talking about the target setting for new financial year. For your information, every employee will receive a copy of the new target setting for the new financial year from the superior or the head of department. So this form will show the expectations that were given by the superiors to an employee for the targeted year, which is, as you can see in the top part of this, the assessment period for 2023. So in the form, there are 4 elements of the key result area, which is, the first one is the job knowledge, second one is the quality of work, the third one is behavior and attitude, and the final one is the others. So let's start to break it down one by one. First, for the job knowledge element, the employee must have the ability to execute assigned tasks successfully. To demonstrate strong knowledge of the job, tasks, and product, to be able to guide others on the job, and to have the ability to solve problems proactively. On the second element, which is the quality of work, the employee must be consistently produce high quality work and output. Next is to be meticulous and detailed in accomplishing the tasks. To be able to identify potential issues early, and finally, able to identify areas for improvement proactively. Next, we move to the behavior and attitude. The employee must be able to work as a team and adds to team's strength. To be transparent and high work ethics in discharging work. To take initiatives and strive for excellence. Finally, to be conscious on cost and profitability. Now let's move to the final element, which is the others. First one is to ensure safety measures including COVID-19 measures are adhered and implemented. To be a role model to other employees, and to make effort to self-improve. Finally, to take calculated risks and implement countermeasures to achieve goals. As you can see, for the details on the expectation from the superior and the head of organization or department has been marked as red, which means the employee must exceed the expectations, must exceed their expectations in the year of 2023. So let's move to the bottom part, which is, these are the details for the employee, details for the superior and the head of department. So the employee must leave the signature, and also same goes to the superior and the head of department. So they will need to leave the signature once this form is already given to the employee. So the employee needs to fill up the names and the dates the form was given to the employee. Okay, so that's all for the target setting for the new financial year. I will allow myself to pass this to my colleague on further explanation on our PA form. Thank you very much.
So this one is instruction and notes for the employee to refer when they fill the PA form, right? So the first one is do not delete column S and T. This column is hidden and is formularized. Also do not delete the column R. It's also formularized. You can change the weightage to suit your needs, but max is 100%. You may change key result area and assessment criteria to suit your needs. To uncheck the button, right click on the button, click format, control, and then click uncheck. Keep the assessment lean and simple. This form is designed with a 4 rating. As you can see, as a previous presenter also already explained the rating, right? So the 7 is, if you want to change the assessment scoring, get an Excel expert to help you. For targets that are numerical, example sales or project, can be recorded in other document and the outcome reflected in this assessment form, right? And the last one is, you may change the assessment rating to others such as below, like example 1, example 2, example 3 and 4 and 5. So number 10, from the assessment you can then determine the increment or bonus below. For example, when they exceed the expectation like 6%, and so the assessment can be detected by get a 3 months bonus, 2 month bonus, or half of month bonus, or 0 bonus when they did not meet the expectation. Number 11, avoid measuring disciplinary issues in performance assessment. Disciplinary issue must be dealt with on as and when it happens, as it can be said to be condoned. To promote an employee, it's advisable to only promote someone with at least 2 years of exceed expectation or successfully meets expectation. Alright, so that's all for notes. We move to the smarts. So for the smart, the employee have the target to achieve 80% of KPI and be senior executive. When so the employee target and measure within 2 years time, he will be a senior executive in years 2024. And for A, achievable, to make sure it hit the company target goals KPI of every month that was setting by the head department. And for the realistic here is relevant or realistic to be a senior executive in his current position in his career. And the last one is achievable. Achievable is start from next month. I will target to achieve his goal. So by next month, he target to achieve his target, which is to get 80% of KPI and be a senior executive in 2 years. I think that's all for me and my group. Thank you and Assalamualaikum. So this one is instruction and notes for the